Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, Color for Thought podcast is live. I got a lot to talk about tonight, y'all. A lot of this stuff that I'm talking about, I was talking about it a couple of days ago on Facebook, and Facebook deleted the whole video. Um, they stopped the feed in the middle of it, took the sound out, and then when I was finished, I say probably 30 minutes later, they took the whole podcast down off of Facebook. So I'm here on YouTube tonight. And with me being on YouTube, we're going to talk about a few things. I want to talk about how powerful this SPC paperwork, Secure Party Created Paperwork. We're going to be talking about common law. We're going to be talking about this new book, the Treasury Finance Manual. We're going to be talking about the UCC connection, how to free yourself from Trinity and meet your straw man, and what you are and what you want you to know. I'm sorry. But we will be taking calls. I will have Dr. Price on in a few. I will give him a call, and he's going to come on. Don't forget, December the 10th, we have Dr. Price coming live, so check him out. We will be. It's a free event here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, as you see it on the screen. It is sponsored by Keeping the Promise Legacy Foundation. He will be doing exams uh, at for $200 on the spot. Uh, I will get him on the phone. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and give Dr. Price a call first, and then we can go into common law, copyright, and the rest of the information that I have for everyone. I'm telling you, this paperwork is powerful. I'm going to tell you how it helped me with my arrest in Monroe, Georgia. How it's helping me with the one of the biggest lawsuits that I ever been a part of, and everything. So right now, let's see, can we get Dr. Price on the phone and go from there? But this is going to be a really good podcast tonight. Uh, Hopefully that we can go through everything and go from there. Dr. Price is not answering his phone at the moment, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and just move on from Dr. Price, and hopefully he'll hit me back when he have time. Once he call in, then I'll just tell him give me a call. Let me go ahead and text him. But yes, that's what we're doing. So let's move on. With Dr. Price, we'll wait for him to give us a call. Let him know, call me when he can. All right, so I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. I was in Florida. This is about almost been a month now. On my way back from Florida, I passed a car because it kept braking in front of me. So I had to speed up because the car was coming down the middle lane. I didn't want that car to break its speed because I jumped out there because I hated when somebody do me that way. So normally on the interstate, you're doing about 80. The police will not mess with you. So I always set my cruise control to 80. As I am going and speed up to go around this car, got in the middle lane, went back to 80. About a minute and a half later, police caught up with me and got behind me for a good 30 seconds and then hit the lights. So I pulled over, started recording, got my video camera and stuff together before I pulled over. As I pulled over, they come ask me for my driver license. I gave them my passport because it's internet. My passport is set up where I'm on a don't detain list. You cannot detain me for any kind of reason if unless I have broken the law. Speeding is not a law. That's a statute. Statutes and laws, constitution are two different things. I don't go by statute law. So I gave him my passport. He asked me, do I have a driver license? I said, no. I said, you can run that. I'm on the don't detain list and go from there. So he come back and said that, Florida. Well, pulled me out of the car, arrested me, and said that my license was suspended, which I knew that was a lie. So, like I told him, my license is in my glove compartment. So y'all ran my license wrong. There's no possible way that my license is suspended. For one, I have international driver license. You can't suspend an international driver license because you have no jurisdiction over them in any kind of way. So once they got my license, they handcuffed me, put me on the front of the car. They went and got my license, ran it. I heard this to come back clear. Now they panicking. Now they don't step to the side trying to figure out what to do. We don't handcuff this man, put him out of his car. So now they say they smelled marijuana in my car. It was reeking marijuana. It was reeking marijuana, is what they told me. So with them saying that, they began to search my car. Like I told them, they don't have permission to search my car because I'm on the don't detain list, and you cannot. And when I say cannot, uh, you cannot arrest me for anything. Marijuana is not against the law to have. Statute law, but not constitution. But it wasn't, they didn't smell anything. That was just to see could they find something to take me in. So as they searched my car, they found my gun, which was in plain sight. Not, it wasn't hidden because I have it where I need to. If I need to get it, I need to get it. And of course, they had one in the chamber. So once they got the gun, they didn't say nothing about the gun, but they continued to search the car looking for anything else. So they asked to search, they went ahead and continued to search my car without my consent. They asked me for the combination to my suitcase because I was traveling from Florida back home to Tennessee. I would not give them. I told them to get a warrant. They said, well, that's all we need to hear. So we're going to have to cut this open. I said, if you cut that open, that's your problem. You're going to have to deal with it later. So they went ahead. They cut my suitcase wide open. And when I tell you they cut it open, wide open, they cut it from the zipper. Didn't find anything. So they took me in for the gun. I told them that I have permits to carry the gun. I'm illegal to have it. I am a private citizen. I'm not in the public. That they need to call the Secretary of State, Georgia, Florida, or Tennessee. I don't care which one you call, but you need to call the Secretary of State or one of those states. Now, we don't do that. Well, you need to, because if you do not do that, you're detaining me and you're violating my rights, and I will be pressing charges against you. Oh, you can't press charges against us. This is in the state of Florida. We don't recognize common law. I'll say, okay. Then that was my time, my cue, shut my mouth. So I did. As I shut my mouth, they got the gun. They asked me about do I have any visual markings and all this on me. I wouldn't answer them. Asked him to cut the body cam on a few times. He would not cut the body cam on because it was around his belt. It wasn't on his shirt, and he was a corporate. Because I asked him, what is your strike? What is your rank? And he said corporate. So I said, okay. You should know to have it on you as you training this deputy. So I went back to being quiet. Actually brought a sergeant in. The sergeant came. You already tell by the way he was looking. There wasn't no sense of speaking. So they claim, oh, you want to talk to a sergeant? I said, I was about to tell him that I didn't request no sergeant. But he's here. I didn't say nothing. I just looked at him. Could tell by his look. It was, no reason for me to speak. Well, we don't go by common law here in the state of Georgia. You got to have a driver license, and you're a convicted felon, and you cannot have a gun in the state of Georgia. I said, well, I'm going to tell you this as I told them. You need to call the Secretary of State of Florida, Secretary of State of Tennessee, Secretary of State of Georgia. You pick. They will let you know I have the right to carry a gun, and you will be in violation of detaining me as you are right now. So they threw me in the car, took me in. As they getting ready to book me, I said one more time to the sergeant that came onto the scene, because he's the one that put me in the back of his car, him and another deputy. And as we got in there, I told him one more time, y'all need to call Secretary of State of Georgia so I can be released. They said, the sergeant said, man, we try y'all all the time and convict y'all all the time. As he's saying this and walking out of the door, going back into behind the door to shut it to go back into the parking lot where what he brought me in at. I said, well, I want you to have that same energy. Because when I come for your bond, because I'm coming for it. He turned around with a look on his face, a scared look, and he swallowed. You can see his Adam apple go all the way up in his mouth and come all the way back down to his stomach and bounce back up. Because he's not used to people talking about the bond. If you don't know what the bond is, the bond is an insurance that the police officers must have to be a police officer. We have the tendency to sue them and sue them civil and sue the police department. That is why that's why they are able to stay on the force. Because we need to learn how to sue them. When you attack the bond and exhaust the funds out of the bond, they only get one for that state. Can they go somewhere else? Yes, they can go somewhere else. But most of the time, people that lose the bond, other counties or states won't hire. They won't hire because they are scared. Okay, if they know about your bond, they find out that you here and they're going to look it up because now it's public record how to sue them. And you got to sue the bond, the insurance bond on the police officer. Let's get them off the street. Stop. You can turn around and civil lawsuit them later. But for right now, sue the bond, get them off the street, not on paid leave. Sue the bond, get them off of there. Because believe me, when I told him I'm coming out to his bond, he was scared. You could see it across his face how scared this sergeant was. And I told him that everybody's going to hate you when I'm done. Because every officer that came onto that scene, I'm going to exhaust their bond. Every officer that's in this booking, if they do not call the Secretary of State, I will exhaust their bond. They got so upset at me, they threw me in a hole and shut the door until they was ready for me. Everybody else got to sit out front on the bench. I didn't get to do that. So they thought I was going to get upset, bang on the door, sit there quietly, wait for them to call me, and then I called my wife. My wife was already on point. She got everything together, all my paperwork, and one other paperwork that we're going to talk about today is the common law copyright notice. This is one of the forms that was sent to them for my release. Once they got this form, they released me within an hour of them getting the forms. I did not see a judge. I haven't even went to not deposition, first appearance. I haven't even seen nobody. As soon as my wife overnight these paperwork to them, they released me. And this is why everybody of my race should get this paper. If we all get this paper, they cannot do anything to us. We would actually hurt them in the pocket by having this paperwork. The best way to get these people and to get them is to put them to hit them in the pocket. Hold on, everybody. Dr. Price is calling in. Let's see, can we get the Dr. Price? Hold on. Hold on, Dr. Price. Let me put you. Okay. We got you on, Dr. Price. How you doing today? I'm good. Yes. I was just telling the people about my. No, I'm on it right now. You on here live, Dr. Price. Okay. No, this audio. We can hear you. They can hear you right now. Everybody, this is Dr. Price. Dr. Price will be coming to Chattanooga, Tennessee on December the 10th. If you listen to your radios, you will hear the commercial for this free event. Dr. Price, would you please tell the people a little bit about yourself? Can't hear you.
Bacteria, germs, and viruses and how they spread. I teach people on a cellular level how the blood is our life and our life is our blood and what blood is really made up of and how blood recycles and becomes brand new every 90 days. So I'm encouraging people to drink more water. Your blood is 92% water. I'm on my way out there to Chattanooga. Coming out there, we're going to have a good time. I'm going to educate and bring some knowledge because knowledge is power. And when you know better, you will definitely do better. I believe that we perish for a lack of knowledge.
Hold on, hold on. I'm sorry about that, Dr. Price. For some reason, they said that they cannot hear you. I don't know. This is this working? There. Oh, okay. They can hear you. I'm sorry about everybody. I apologize for that. I don't know why it took so long to come in. Uh, yeah, we can hear him now. Okay, great. Y'all can hear him now. I don't know why. I think that was something late in on YouTube. But Dr. Price, I don't want him to have to go through that again. But hey, but at the same time, listen, folks. Dr. Price will be in Chattanooga, Tennessee, December the 10th. Please come at 2 o'clock. He is an herbalist doctor. He will heal you with natural foods and not the medicine. Dr. Fraser is from South Carolina. I'm in South Carolina. From South Central California.
Los Angeles, South Central, yeah, Los
South
Angeles.
Central.
It's the same acronyms. Actually, it's the same acronyms. SC, California, South Carolina. Okay, I see you. All right, it's
So
all good. I'm from the planet Earth. How about that?
yes, he from planet Earth. I tell y'all though this. Ever since I met this doctor, Dr. Price has been very great. He has healed me from my lower back pains, my knee pains, my elbow pains. My sleeping habits got a lot better. We went plant based. Uh, the detox has cleaned my blood to the point that I just actually went for my yearly physical because I just want to see how and what she was going to say compared to last year before I met Dr. Price. And when I went in, uh, my cholesterol was level was really high. My sugar level was borderline, she said, and that was the main two thing that kind of concerned me because I never really had a sugar problem, but I guess I got older. Had one. She said it was borderline. But when I went in 2 days ago, after being on with Dr. Price, and I think it's been, I want to say around about 6 months now, Dr. Price.
Yeah, we're looking coming up on 6 months.
Yeah,
Yes,
coming on six
definitely.
months. So coming up on 6 months, the doctor said she had nothing to say. The question was to me, what happened? What did you do different? Because your cholesterol level is where it needs to be. Your sugar level is back to normal. And we normally don't have this. When other patients come in, it's still elevating or it's still the same. So I told them about Dr. Price. And I told them also how the ringing, because she sent me to an ear specialist about the ringing in my ear and stuff like that. I told her how that has went away in my right ear and almost completely gone in my left ear now. So she was very um, surprised because with her being a doctor, I didn't want to bring no flies in and put him on the table. But she asked me about him, and I told her he's going to be here. So she asked when. So I went and got a flyer and gave her a couple flowers and gave it to her. And I'm hoping she's going to show up to the event because she's really curious about uh, this herself because she always heard about doctors like Dr. Price, but she have never met one, and she have never met somebody that's been
Yeah,
treated.
and even for myself as a medical physician, I've heard about natural doctors, holistic, the shamans, the gurus, the herbalists, but we were told don't go that route. We were told don't believe it, don't believe the hype. We were told that there's no science, there's no proof. Science is better. But if we go back far enough before medicine, before modern medicine and all of the technology and the equipment and calibrations of all of these spectrums and systems that are based on one individual, everybody was doing natural. Everybody was from the land, farm to the table. Everyone was eating out the garden. Medicine was our food. Our food was chicken noodle soups and stews, and we had dandelions and mullins, and we had herbs right out of our greens and spinach, and we had cod liver oil, prune juice to get the colon moving, turpentine, soot, hot toddies, moonshine. I'm trying to get us to go back to the natural way of living. No more C-sections. It's totally unnecessary, and it's scaring our women into doing this, and it's not natural. It's totally unnatural, and it disconnects babies from the mother spiritually if they don't go through the birth channel. So I'm trying to get us back to those principles of no prenatals, no induced labors, no all of this birth control. We had natural remedies. We lived long. Our ancestors did it. There was nothing wrong with the way they were living or the principles, and they didn't die like death is on all time high right now. So yes, hopefully we can get some people to come out. The doctor can come out. Hopefully she'll get an understanding of, be open-minded and not be so sensitized, desensitized by American doctrine. It's all called doctrinization. Doctrine, to get a degree or a belief, philosophy, a religion. It's orthodox medicine. And so doctors are prone and trained one way of thinking, and they don't know anything about taking an apple and giving it to the patient, because the apple is the highest form of potassium. They don't study nutrition. They don't understand apple a day keeps a doctor away. They're making money on pharmaceuticals, and pharmaceuticals a trillion billion dollar process and a corporation and a system. So hopefully she does come out. I encourage everybody to come out. Tell somebody if they're dealing with dialysis, they're dealing with pain, they're dealing with mental health, headaches, they're dealing with anything that's not natural, and they're having some difficulties with their health. Come on out, get some information, get on my program, allow me to become your physician for life. Let me teach you the right ways to go and the truth that'll help us to be free.
Right, and Dr. Price, I mean, I know he's going to be doing live exams. Everybody, when he comes to Chattanooga, Tennessee, the exams are $200 for the exam, and bring out the checkbooks, the Vmo. He sell Vmo, cash. We sell it all. Some kind of way.
Yeah,
We,
all
we
forms of payment, all
yes,
forms of
all
payment. There's
fun.
no EBT. I can't take the EBT. I wish I could, but I
We
can't.
can't definitely can't take that. Dr. Perry, just let the people know exactly what what type of people do you treat as far as in the civilians world.
Okay, so I become since 2015. I became a doctor for quite a few celebrities, and then when it's like each one teach one, share the knowledge, share the world, the wealth of information. It helps you to do better. So it's word of mouth. Started working with a few celebrities. It turned into many celebrities, and then it started work. I started working with politicians, and one politician will tell another senator, another congressman, and the word just started traveling because people were getting better. Symptoms were disappearing. People were coming off their meds. Everybody just was loving how they were feeling younger, looking younger. And so a lot of people that are of astute, people that are in a higher income bracket, and you're looking at 6, 7, 8 figure income celebrities. They are looking to stay healthy because they understand something that the average person does not understand, that your health is your wealth. It's not about your gift. It's not about your talent. It's not about who you know, what you know. It's all about your health. It's not even about your relationship with the creator, the most high, the universe, or whatever your religion or spiritual principles are. Your health is more important than your money. It's more important than anything. So I'm working with a caliber of people who are like-minded. They're all conscious. They're woke. And these people realize that they want to embrace the information that's going to help them to stay healthy. And it goes from the top celebrities, from Tiffany Haddish. I've worked with a lot of the comedians, Cedric the Entertainer, and the list goes on and on. I've worked with some of the wealthiest people in the land, Elon Musk. I've worked with some of the best top politicians in the land from around the world, kings. Been to Dubai, worked with the kings of Dubai and his
Is
family,
long distance
and the wives. I've worked with the not just the royal family in Dubai, but a
they
lot of the
cannot bring things
sheikhs,
to
the Emirates that are elite billionaires. You know, they call me to their homes, they treat me like royalty, and I do the eye exams on their family to make sure we can locate anything that may be causing any health issues or harm, or any acidic um, factoring in organs that are not absorbing nutrients properly. I could do all that through the eyes. So they love it. And they see, without telling me any of their background, their medical history, I look in these people's eyes. And when I'm telling them what's going on and it blows them away, they know I'm the real deal. They spread the information to the King Nasser. I worked with Admiral Nasser, who is a prince from Pakistan. I worked with the Queen and royal family of Yemen, Qatar. I've been traveling to 45 countries, just spreading this information, learning as I'm going, and learning every day, learning more and more information that can empower our people to wake up and live life abundant and joy unspeakable and full of glory. We are more than conquerors, and we have to live like it and live on top of the world. And we should be celebrating life every day and not dying, not being sick, not being stressed out, and going through mental health. I'm helping people to change these things, and I have a remedy just for everything. But technically,
Dr. Price. Oh,
I can help you,
okay.
with every disease you're dealing with.
Right, and I'm a witness when he say that he has worked with these people, because a few of these people I have talked to myself on something totally different, but I have spoke to them myself. So, and like one or two of them call me on the regular. I really talked to them about the paperwork style. So so I know personally that he definitely works with these people, because he do. Uh, Plug them in with me on the paperwork side of this world. But it's a great thing. Um, he blew my mind, me and my wife mind, the first time we met him. We did not tell him our history. He told us to send a picture of our eyes. He told us how close to get the picture had to be. We sent him a picture. Me and my wife was in Georgia 3 days later. He called us out of the blue, just called us coming from the shopping, just got in the car, and he gave us our whole history from those pictures. And once again, we did not tell Dr. Price our medical history. He did not ask for it. We didn't think about giving it to him. We thought, truthfully, he was going to get the picture, because we was kind of surprised how and what he's going to do with these pictures of our eyes. So we thought he was going to call us back and venture ask us about our medical history. He called us and told us about our history. And the most thing that, I mean, all of it was amazing to us about what he told us, because it was true. But he hit on points that, how can you, me personally, I'm like, how can you see the injuries of my knees through my eyes? So it was just crazy. And he was telling my wife about, what she was going to get ready to go through, that what was going on with her body. And she was like, she's about to have surgery. He was like, nope, you better not. We ain't finna do that. I got you. I'll fix that and let you know. Almost close to 6 months now. My wife didn't get the surgery done, and she's been fine. She's been fine. She takes the detox. We take the herbal pills that he recommend for our situation, and I still on it. I don't get off of it. We're supposed to be on the detox for a couple months. I'm like, nah. I told him I like this. I like how they made me feel. I could tell the difference in my body within a week or two, I could really tell the difference in my body, my sleep habits, my train of thought has got a lot better because I was lose focus quick, and I knew what I'm into with the paperwork and stuff that y'all see on Facebook and YouTube. I have to stay focused. I have a lot of people that's coming behind me and want to know, so I have to stay focused, and that's always been one of my things growing up is staying focused long enough. It don't as a child, if it didn't catch my attention well, I'm gonna drift off. But it gets like that now, still to the point I'll be like, oh, I've been at this all day. Cause sometimes I can get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'll be in his books, reading and trying to find answers. But this man is 100% legit. This is no scam. If you want to get better and you want to get off those meds, because we all know, though they give you these meds to fix one problem, but it's gonna cause six other problems. And then you got to get meds for that problems. And then them problems gonna cause more. So it's a domino effect of problems. Let's get off these meds. Eat right. Come on down if you in the if you ain't in the Chattanooga area, in the surrounding area states, come on down December the 10th, 2 o'clock, here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. The flyers on the screen. You can always give me a call at 407-480-0558. This is sponsored by Keeping the Promise Legacy Foundation. The foundation is helping any size hand. We out here. We're about to start really showing our mark. We just now getting ready to start feeding the homeless, clothe the homeless. We bringing Dr. Bryce in as our first guest event. We have another gentleman that I'm trying to bring with him, Mr. James Smith. Ladies, ladies, you already don't want to miss Dr. Price, but you definitely don't want to miss this other guy that's going to be speaking, hopefully at the event. Also, I'm going to try to get him on the podcast here soon also. But come on down to see Dr. Price. This is the most important thing is seeing Dr. Price, getting your exams for $200. Yes, I know that's a lot of money. For some of y'all, that's a lot of money. But I guarantee you, it's worth it if you allow this man to do exams on you and you follow his instructions. Me and my wife is very pleased with Dr. Pryor. That's why I'm advocate for him. I'm one of the speakers. I talk about him. I promote him. I do this for free. I'm not getting charged for talk to bring Dr. Price on to bring him up to other people. I bring him up because our people need a doctor like this. Because he is 100% for the people. He's not trying to put you on on other medicine and all that stuff. He wants to heal us mentally and physically. So let's get it. Let's come on down. Let's make this event. The radio commercials are playing, so you can't no excuses. It's all over the radio. If you don't listen to the radio, you follow me on YouTube or Facebook, Twitter or Instagram. His flyers all over social media. So please come out and join us. Dr. Price, is there anything else you would like to say to the people?
Absolutely. We're living in a day now where times are getting worse and worse, never seen before in history in our generation or the generations in the last 4 to 5 generations. Go back 100 years, we haven't seen what we're seeing now. Death is at an all-time rate. Sickness and disease is moving fast. Evil seducing spirits are getting worse. I just want us to wake up. We got to be woke. We got to stay ready. We got to be ready. They're going to catch a lot of people off guard, and people are dying for a lack of knowledge. So please come out, stick with us, get the information so you can learn how to equip yourself, your family, so we can make it through and weather this storm. A lot of sickness and diseases are going to be coming up. They're coming up with new diseases. They're coming out with new vaccines. They're coming up with new technology. We're moving into a one world government system that's going to control. Digital currency is going to be on the rise. The way you shop, the way you live, the way you survive is going to be totally different in the next coming couple of years from what we're used to the norm and tradition. So they're warming us up through this global fire drill. I just want everybody to wake up and be ready. You're not alone. We're a community of like-minded people. And where there's unity, there's strength. If they divide us, they can conquer us. So you all wake up. Come on out, please. We can't stress it enough. Come out, come out, tell somebody. We do not have to be sick. We don't have to be dying. We don't have to be broke. And we don't have to be lacking anything because we are the wealth of the land. We are more than conquerors. We are the lenders. We're the owners. We need to control everything and own nothing. So come on out. We got a
Ooh.
wealth of knowledge that's going to be there and show y'all how to live like God says. He who the sun sets free is free indeed. All right. God
Yeah.
bless everybody. Thank you for listening.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Price, for coming on. We're going to have you, hopefully, we can get you back on a couple more times leading up to the event day. But everybody, please come out and support Dr. Price and support Keeping the Promise Legacy Foundation. We're going to be doing big things. We're going to keep Dr. Price around as much as we can to bring him back and forth to Chattanooga, Tennessee. So everybody have a good chance to put eyes on him and be able to ask questions and everything. Dr. Price, also for the people, can you please tell them how they can get in contact with you?
Absolutely. It could be reached on social media at Dynamic Health Solutions. Dynamic Health Solutions. I'm also on Facebook, Lamar Edward Price. On Facebook, Lamar Edward Price. You can Google my name. Just type it in the search engine, Lamar Edward Price. It'll lead you to the website. It'll lead you to my phone number. My number is area code 424 274 2016. 424 274 2016. I'm 24 hours a day. I work every day of the year. I do literally 20-hour days. Sleep 3 to 4 hours, so don't think you're bugging me or bothering me. I get tons of calls all day long, lots of text messages from around the world, WhatsApp, Facebook. People are hitting me up, asking questions how to do better. What can I do to get rid of blood pressure? What can I do to get rid of diabetes? How do I get off all these meds? How do I walk again? How do I live? How do I get rid of the strokes and seizures? Reach out to me. If you got family members that are sick, you don't understand it, call me. Call me up. I'll talk about it. We can rap a taste about it. And that way you all can get in where you fit in and understand because in all you're getting, you got to get an understanding. If you don't understand that disease can't kill us, if you don't understand that we're not dying from these cancers, then we're lacking and dying for lack of it, the knowledge. So please reach out to me. There's no excuse. 424 274 2016. I'm an open book. I'm transparent. I just gave you my phone number. If you dial that number, it rings. I will answer. Only reason why I don't is because I'm on a call. So please call me, call me, call me. Let's get educated. Let's know better. So let's move forward in life and prosper. Thank you.
All right, Dr. Price, thank you for calling in. Having you been able to have you on the show is always a blessing for us and for my team. And I would definitely, after the show, give you a call so we can talk some more.
Appreciate
All right, sorry, I cut him off. Sorry about that, Dr. Price. Everybody, listen. This is a great opportunity. Like I said, Keeping the Promise Foundation is sponsoring this great foundation. Check out the website. We're going to be doing a lot of big things here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We're going to be tricking ourselves back down toward Georgia and back in Florida again in the Tampa Bay area. That's where we started at. I'm coming back down there to do more events and bring Dr. Price and more other people like this and seminars. We will be having seminars that's going to be traveling. I'm going to put that together, looking for some more sponsors right now to start having this traveling seminar where we can have great people like this for our people to be able to ask questions and see. And all our seminars, for the majority of them, will be free seminars. But we can't wait to get started. Now back to what we was talking about. Thank you again, Dr. Price. We'll get back to the common law copyright notice. Like I was telling you, I got arrested, and once I told him that I was going to attack the bond, that's he understood that I was a different breed at that moment. Like I said, my wife overnighted the paperwork to them, and within an hour, I was released from the jail without being a court date, without a bond, didn't have to pay nothing. Packed my stuff and left up out of there. Only thing that I'm upset about is that um, they kept the my gun. So, but that's okay. I'm gonna explain to you why that's okay. because the longer they keep it, the more money I'm getting. See, because that's my property. They have no right to seize my property. When they impound my car, they have to pay for that. See, I had to pay $300 to get it out. They have to pay $250,000 for every 15 minutes that my car is impounded. They have to pay $250,000 for every 15 minutes they hold my gun. That's almost over a little bit over $1 million a day for them holding my stuff. Oh, I will get it. Follow me. I will keep y'all updated on this lawsuit against Monroe County, Georgia. Monroe County, Georgia is one of the most racist county there is. When I was in that county jail, 99% of people in there was black. 99% of the people total that was in there, 100 people, the total people in there, 90% of them was from a different state, passing through Georgia, passing through Monroe County uh, highways. They arrested these people without a warrant. They got the warrant after the fact, not before, during, after the fact. It was some people that have been in there for 40 days and still they have not produced a warrant to search and seize their property. Because this county arrests people, make up fake stuff to get in their car and hoping to find something. And when they find something, then they go ahead and they didn't. And let me go back. Now the whole initial pulling me over was speeding. I never got a speeding ticket. They never wrote a speeding ticket. Never. Never wrote a speeding ticket. They didn't even bring that up. They was just looking for other stuff in this county. I'm coming for them. And I'm going to show you, not only just in Monroe, Georgia, but once I'm done with Monroe, Georgia and Newport Richey, Florida, when I'm done with these two counties, I'm going to start here in Chattanooga. But the paperwork that my wife sent is, I'm just going to show you one today and maybe talk about another one also. But this one right here, common law. If y'all can see that, common law copyright notice. It's one of the most powerful papers that is in there also. And the reason I say that, this is my opinion. Because once you copyright your name, nobody can use your name on any legal documents or anything without your permission. Now just imagine if not everybody didn't get the secure party creator paperwork. If you just copyright it and trademark your name, you will bankrupt almost this company, courthouse, the government, because now they would be if everybody copyright and trade their name, they're gonna lose money. Because now you're gonna go after them because you can retro this, go back all the way back to your birth year. Do you understand that? You can retro your paperwork, this common law copyright notice, all the way back till you came out of that canal of that woman. That's how far back you can go back on this. This paperwork is serious, folks. You need to get your secure party creator paperwork and become a private banker. That is what I am, a private banker. My team, private banker. My wife, private banker. What is a private banker? I know you're asking that. Private banker is what everybody should be. You move. You are the bank. You are the prize. You are the corporation. You are a walking corporation. Your birth certificate, your rights, gives you the right to use certain instruments to become a private banker, to learn. You need to learn how to use your credits that you have that you don't know you have. Your birth certificate, that's a beautiful instrument. A lot of people carry it around, lose it, And don't even realize that birth certificate is worth $100 million. Your birth certificate. You can use that as a private banker to get credits. When I say credits, that's what they call it, but it's money to us. So when you hear me say credit, I'm talking about money. That's what I'm talking about. Not only are you going to have the protection of this paperwork, but you're going to be able to, oops, sorry about that. You're going to be able to upscale your lifestyle, live the rich and famous lifestyle like you would choose. We all want to live comfortable. Nobody should be living in poverty. There should be no homeless people. Them are millionaires. They have a birth certificate. Imagine putting a team together with this type of knowledge, going to get every homeless person, teach them to this, going to get every niece, nephew, uncle, niece, auntie, cousins, and grandmothers, and sisters and brothers, and teach them this. Because everybody got a birth certificate. The birth certificate is worth $100 million. You have to learn how to become a private banker. That's what me and my team doing. Learning to how to use these instruments. We study together on Saturdays and Sundays. Get your team, y'all study. You learn your paperwork. With this paperwork, with the common law paperwork, like I said, my wife overnighted to them within an hour of them receiving it. Because I looked at the date and time that's stamped on there of them receiving it. On the slip was still in front of it. It was an hour after they received this, they released me. And I went talk to the DA. Right. Who talks to the DA? I do. I'm not scared of him. Show him the paperwork because I told him I want my gun before I leave. He said no. In the state of Georgia, you cannot have a gun if you're a convicted felon. I'm saying I'm a private citizen. Oh, and I didn't bring my lovely wife. If you're listening, could you please bring me my ID? Let me show you my global ID, which you will have that comes with your paperwork. Your global ID card will also have all your paperwork scanned onto that card. You have a QR code. They scan it, all your paperwork come up. Once you become a private banker, anything that you get notarized turns to law within 30 days of you notarizing it and making it public. You don't always have to make it public, but as long as you get it notarized, it becomes your law. You can write your own laws. I know what you're saying. Okay, what is the difference from being a private banker, being public, and being private? Being public, which we all born into the public of the United States, that is a corporation. We're born in the United States of America, which is private, but we signed the birth certificate and went into the corporation side. Corporations they deal with statute law. These are the little laws that they make up to fine people to get money for. You got to have a driver's license. If you don't get a driver's license, it's going to cost you this amount of money to get it back. Oh, you got to be on child support. Or you got to pay court fines. Listen, y'all. Everybody that goes back and forth these courts and paying these tickets, I don't do that. It's a way you can cancel that ticket right in the mail by stamping and saying a certain verbiage on it and sending it in. Oh, what is the verbiage? Get your paperwork. Then I'll talk to you. Actually, I've done videos in the past about the verbiage. If you go back on my YouTube, not YouTube, but Facebook page and go into the videos and go back, you'll see the stamp that I made that you can put on these tickets and send back in to let them know you have no contract with them. I never had a problem. I send it to them. They send it back. I send it to them. They send it back. I send it to them. Then they don't send it back. Sometimes it works right off on the first one. Sometimes I have to send it 3 times, and I make sure they sign for it each time. And if you never acknowledge it or send it back to the sender, they can't find you or or go against your driver license. If you never open that ticket, that letter, and you put return to sender, they can't do nothing to you because you never received it. Every time they come back to you, you send it back. Sometimes the post office will put it back in there. And that's a whole nother thing. I have another gentleman. He's still with the sore throat. As soon as he get over the sore throat, he's going to come here and show you how to deal with the post office when you're mailing off stuff. That's a whole new podcast. It's money in that mail. All those mails, junk mail that you get that has that red stamp ink on there, that's money. But we'll get into that in another podcast. Let's get back to the paperwork. Being a private banker, SPC paperwork, secure party credit paperwork, being a private banker. It's the most wonderful thing that ever happened to me. I have shared this information with tons and tons of people, and they all say the same thing. They all has now got their SPC paperwork done. And I always give things that you can use. Now, not only with this common law, copyright, now you got your name copyrighted and nobody can use it. If they come a fraction, I think it's $500 for every time they have used your name. $500 for every time your name is placed on a piece of paper, or been used without your permission. And you can go all the way back until the day you was born and start doing this. With that paperwork, my wife also sent them another powerful tool that you can send to on you if you have a court date, a case. This next piece of paper that I'm about to talk about, you can use that to almost completely get rid of your case. And this paper is called security agreement. Right here. I got mine. Security agreement. Here, look close. That's what it is. That's what it is right there, folks. That security agreement let them know about what you're about. All the laws the laws that protect you, that let them know this is a non-negotiable. It goes to be private agreement, and it states holding my property is $250,000 for every 15 minutes that you detain me, and it lists everything, all the fees for every little thing. And not only that, you can press charges against these officers. Because once they break this paperwork, then they have committed a crime. For example, when they pulled me over and asked for my ID, that's a felony charge after I warned them. When they pulled me out of the car, that is assault and battery charge. Once they put the handcuffs on me and placed me in the car and put me in the cell, that is kidnapping. That is also called false imprisonment. Because I asked to see a judge or a magistrate, whatever y'all want to call them or have. I don't care. I need to see one right now. Not 3 days later, not the next day. You supposed to have one on call, on duty, 24 hours a day. People don't know that because you don't know your rights. You only know the rights that they told you about. And those rights is the rights that they made up. Statutes do not trump Constitution laws. Courthouses do not have business license to operate on American soil. I hear a whole lot of people saying right now, that's not true. Then if that's the case, then why are they working here? Because it's all about the money. They collecting money. Why mess with the cash cow if he's collecting money and bringing it back to us? The British owns the corporation, the courthouse. The British own all post office, post service, I missed to say, because it's two different things, that's another podcast. You got the post office and the post service. Two different things, same building. Another podcast. But the British own all of this. Because the United States of America owe money. We're in debt to these people. And for us to give them to pay off this debt, we are now enslaved to the British. Not just us, the people that they call black, but also the brown skinned people, the Caucasians, the Indians, the Mexicans, whatever, all of us. If you are in the United States, you are a slave for the British to make money to give back to them. Taxes. We don't supposed to pay taxes, y'all. You can opt out of paying taxes, especially when you got this paperwork. But it's a lot of other stuff that goes with that we're going to talk about in the future podcast. But that was on the main two that I want to talk about was the common law notice and the security agreement. That was just two out of the four things out of the package that my wife sent to them to release me. But I also always tell people it's certain books out there. This is a lifestyle. Once you get into this paperwork, it's become a lifestyle. If you're in it just for the money, that's on you. But please be careful. Because if you don't know how to sign for stuff, if you ain't got the proper forms filled out right, oh, they coming for you. They coming for you. And I want to be the first to tell you they will come for you. And how do I know that? Because I got friends they've been knocking at their door. But guess what? They have knocked at my door. When I first started this journey, I used to get people off of alimony, people off of child support because I got myself off of it. I'm paying $1,500 a month for 5 children that's living with me. I got them during the summer, holidays, every other weekend, and occasion whenever. I am providing and helping with a schools, clothing, food, as needed. But I still was paying $1,500 a month. Even my first baby mother, or my first 3 children, offsprings, she came to court and said, listen, he take care of them. The other mother is upset because she feel that he take care of my 3 more than her 2, and that's not true. He gets on to them when they try to say they stepbrothers and stepsisters. He shows me receipts on what he spent on each child each time, and I don't ask for that. He just spent $3,000 on each child for the holiday. That's when I used to celebrate Christmas. They told her to be quiet because she cast her first child support check that she couldn't speak. They was upset. They wasn't expecting that. So the second baby mama wanted more money. They was trying to up my money because I was making good money from 15. Now they wanted to go to, I think it was like 1850. They want to add some more money to it. They was taking 60% out of my child support check on my first job and my second job when they ain't supposed to. Because I didn't know how to stop them, I got into the books. I started researching. The more I researched, the more I figured out, the more I tried, I got denied. Finally, I got the paper right because I met somebody to help me get it right. And they shut it down. They shut it down right after I paid the first $80,000 because I had to pay $80,000 to both baby mothers. $80,000. The first mother, I paid $80,000, and she only got 10 out of that $80,000. That don't make sense. Why are we paying child support if it's not gonna all go to the child? So she only get $10,000. The second baby mom that actually the one that put me on child support, she she only got 13. No, I take it back. She got about 2 to 3 grand in that course of year. She would call me every time. So I'm like, I ain't got nothing to do with it. It came out my check. You need to call them. I would screenshot you and show you my last paycheck they took out. So if you ain't getting your money, that's because they not giving it to you. They was giving it to the first baby mother. Because they once I paid the 8,000, they get ready to start on her, but I had figured out how to get myself off. So she didn't get nothing more. So she was hot from that point on. That kept me in the books, learning this stuff. And I tested out on other people. I did like 6 people free on child support. Got on Facebook. Who on child support? I need to test some stuff out. Hit me up in my inbox. They did. I told them exactly what I was trying to do, how I got myself off. Can I try it on them? And they said yes, and I got them off. And then my boss found out. I don't know how, but he found out. And he asked me about alimony. I said, let me research it. Come to find out, same paper, same way. I got him off of alimony. And he started telling all his friends. So, with that being said, study, learn this stuff. I got books that I need everybody to start off with. One of them is called The UCC Connection, How to Free Yourself from Legal Trinity. You can get these books on Amazon, $5. Straight to the point books. That's one of them. This other book is very powerful. Now, both of these books together is going to show you how to pay your bills, get your bills paid through the government and everything. I have not started that process yet for one reason. I did start the process to get everything off my credit paid for, and my credit score shot up through the roof. That's a whole nother podcast, but I will teach you that. I have spoke on it and showed y'all in videos and posted my work on my Facebook page. The other one is called Meet Your Straw Man and Whatever You Want to Know. This is another good book. As you see, I just started back reading it again. I read them over and over. Real thin book, $5 on Amazon. But my newest book, me and my wife finna get ready to tackle this. You always want to keep one of these around while you read. Highlight pens, markers. But the Treasury Finance Manual, Volume 2, 3, and 4. You can get this on Amazon. You can get that on Amazon too. This Volume 2 is a Federal Reserve Banks and Branches. Volume 3, Disposable and Finance Agreements of the Government. Volume 4, Other Concerned Parties. This is going to teach you how you can become a private banker. Oh, do you have to have a degree to do all this stuff? No, as you hear me, I don't have one. Don't have a degree. Got some college, got some high school, got some grade school. It don't take a rocket science to learn this stuff. If you really want to learn it, you're gonna learn it. It's just like you learning them songs. You hear that song, you go to sing word for word, same way. Learn a book. I read these books over and over. It get exhausted sometimes. It drains me, but I keep pushing because I know the outcome. I made myself a millionaire by reading these books. And I'm about to make myself a billionaire. And when I say make myself a billionaire and make myself a millionaire, I'm not capping. I'm about to make myself a billionaire. And my whole team. Believe me, my whole team will be the same. I ain't doing it just for me. I'm doing it for the people. Anybody want to listen to me, I'll help. But I'm getting to the point now, my time is getting very valuable because people keep calling me with the same questions, but they ain't making no moves. I always been free. Free conversation, free emails, everything that I buy, I give away for free. But I'm buying all this stuff. I'm paying for all this knowledge through books and other groups and Zoom classes, and I pay for all that, and they ain't cheap. These people ain't short. They're expensive. They least $500 and up. I take that back, 300 and up. That's the lowest one that I've had so far is $300. I pay for all this stuff to get this knowledge, but I give it for free because I want to see my people come up. But I see you cannot lead. You can lead the horse to the water, but you can't make the horse drink the water. And that's how some of y'all are. Y'all don't believe nothing coming from a brother. But let one of these others, colonizers, teach it or preach it, you listen. I don't understand that. And then they charge you. So I guess I'm going to get on that same level too. If you ain't already on my team, if you ain't already in my groups, you about to get charged. Because I'm tired of how to repeat. I don't mind repeating. Let me take that back. I don't mind repeating myself. I just hate to repeat myself and knowing that you have not to follow steps to do what you ask or apply the information that I give you to yourself. Why call me if you're not going to really do it? Don't call me just to hear myself talk. My time is very valuable. I'm giving to you for free, but it's still valuable. My wife will tell you. My phone rings from sun up to sundown. Dr. Price, if he was still on this call, he would even tell you. His phone is the same way on the medical end. My phone is the same way. I'm constantly on my phone from sun up to sundown. My wife keeps saying, and people around her and around me keep saying, you need to charge for your time, Chris. Because sometimes they hear these calls. And they be like, wasn't that the lady like last time, same person as the last time I was over here? They asked the same, yes. They asking the same questions again. Why you keep repeating yourself if you're not making moves? You can't learn this stuff by asking, just keep asking, but you ain't applying it to your life. So at the first year, I'll be charging for my time. If I don't answer your call, I'll send you a text and let you know if this is anything have to do with the paperwork. This is what I'm charging today, tomorrow, and from right on. I'll be charging by the hour. So if you're going to waste my time, then at least let me get paid for it. Because like I said, I paid for all these books. If you can see my desk, my library is growing. Some of the books I haven't even touched yet. but I will. These books is expensive. Some of them are, some not. But the ones, especially the ones I got coming, they run almost $100 some a piece. And them the codes. I'm getting the UCC codes. I got that coming. I got another book that helped me on private banking that's coming. That was $139. The UCC code was 159, I think it was. It's another straw man book I saying that I want to read, and that was a little bit over 100, 102, 103. Yes, these books get expensive, and then my time to read them, to research everything that's in the book, highlight this, highlight that. Uh, my time. I use a lot of ink, especially when people want me to help them do this and help them do that. I have no problem with that. It's nobody that hear my voice right now that's been calling my phone and tell you that I ever charged them. Last 3, 4 years have never charged. Never. But in the last 2 years, the call volume has increased by 45%. That now I have to put my phone on don't disturb at a certain time. Because they would ring my phone all the way up to 2 in the morning with questions. And some of them were celebrities. I'm like, hey, I know y'all working at nighttime, but I don't work at nighttime all the time. You know, if you see me posting on Facebook or in other social platform, then hit me up. But man, I like to get some sleep sometime. My day starts at 3 a.m., folks. My eyes wake up because I got stuff on my mind. Dr. Price had to give me something to shut my brain down so I can go to sleep and get a good rest. That's why it's important for y'all to see this Dr. Price on December the 10th here in Chattanooga, Tennessee at 2 p.m. Come check him out. I'm put the flyer back up. Y'all need to come check him out because this guy will help you get you off those meds, help you get focused, get some good sleep. My big brother, I hope he's not working. My big brother Ball, Mr. Ball, you don't sleep. You always claiming you don't sleep. I definitely need you there so you can so this man get you some sleep because my big brother's about to get married in April. And I need to make sure he's going to be around not only for his fiance, future wife, but for the moves we're about to start making here by the summertime. I need to make sure he got good work. So, Mr. Ball, big brother, please come December the 10th to see Dr. Price. But my people, we need to be free. I'm a little over my time already, I see. But we need to be free. We need to understand how to come free. We need to understand how to operate in and being free at the same time. Being a private banker, having your SVC paperwork, secure party creator paperwork, come a private banker. Next time I'm on here, I'll bring my ID. I forgot my ID. My wife never brought it up, so she must not be listening. So I will show y'all this, but you can call me at any time. Hit me through Facebook, YouTube. I appreciate the comments that popped up to let me know that y'all couldn't hear Dr. Price at that time. Yes, I see a lot of people on here now. Grand Luce Academy. Yes, charge everyone else is. Your time is the most important and valuable asset. They pay for more attention when they pay. It seems that way. I said the 1st of December. Okay, that's my wife. I agree with you. It seems like that. I'm beginning to believe that when people used to get in my ear all the time about paying. I mean, having people to pay for your time. I was like, no, 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 because I knew how frustrating. And when I was learning this, I didn't have the money to give I didn't have the money to give to people. Thank you, love. I didn't have the money to give to people. So I know how valuable, I mean, not valuable, I know how important that is, for me to give out free information to help people. I don't want anything. I don't ask for nothing. There's nobody that's in my circle that I've been helping that say I ask for something. All I tell them, they all say, I get this, I'm gonna give you this. No, I don't care. If you give it to me, that's from your heart. Not because I asked for it. I tell them only thing I want is to take a picture with you smiling. Or if I can't take a picture with you, send me a picture smiling so I know, oh, he got it done. He got that first check. Because I eventually want to have a party for everybody that I helped get free and become rich. Have them have a big giant party so the people can see it's all legit. We ain't going to jail because I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to prison. I don't want you to go because I get that a lot. Oh man, you missed the RS. The RS is the one that's helping me. The RS got all the forms on their website with instructions how to fill it out, where to mail it to. The RS is the one that all this stuff is on the RS website, rs.gov. Every paperwork that we filed is off their website. Y'all just scared them for no reason. And I working for me to get money back from me. They auditing other companies for me and taking 13%. I got the RS working for me at this very moment. Listen to me. I ain't trying to mislead nobody, but I ain't finna force this on nobody either. But my wife did bring my wallet. On this card, when you become and you go through my guy, Mr. M, I call him Mr. M, but his real name I'll tell you when you ask for the information. But we call him Mr. M. Mr. M will do your paperwork for you. All this paperwork over here and this neat little binder that he mails to you. I don't know if y'all see that. He send you your paperwork in this little binder that comes in a beautiful box. And with that, you get one of these. Oh, that's the wrong one. But that was extra, the medical card. But you get one of these. It is a non-U.S. citizen, American national, security, party creditor, private banker. You're going to get one of these. You'll get a card. On the back of this card, you give a warning to let them know that you're not waiving your rights. You're under the agreement of the UCC 1-308. You charge $250,000 per occurrence or every 15 minutes. That's the warning on the back of the card. You get one of these. And then you get you a medical card with a warning on the back to let them know if it is not natural, do not put this stuff in my body. If you put this stuff in my body without my permission, I'm going to sue you. I'm definitely going to sue you. I carried them around. See, when I got arrested in Monroe, Georgia, I didn't have them at the time. They was coming in the mail along with my paperwork. So I didn't have that on me. But they still could have called the Secretary of Georgia, and the Secretary of State of Georgia would have told them, yes, everything he told you true. Please release him. Give him back his property and send him on his way, or you will find yourself being fined. And they finna feel this heat. It's not an overnight situation when you file these lawsuits because you got to go through them. And of course, you're going to get denied, which that's what we want. So the faster we get denied, the faster we get to Supreme Court. Supreme Court is Constitution. They're going to say, yes, you violate this man's rights. He got a contract, which I showed them the contract. It was notarized. And it was 30 days after it has been notarized that you violated this man's rights. So this is law. This is law. I'm looking in the high millions on this lawsuit. And everybody that you, and then you can retro this paperwork back to your 18th birthday. Did you not hear me? You can retro this paperwork back to your 18th birthday. So all the charges that you got before you did this paperwork, you can go all the way back and sue these people for giving you a speeding ticket, arresting you without a body, without a crime. Because on the way they can arrest you if you murder someone, if you cause damage, property damage, or you cause, oh man, body damage, property damage, murder someone, or stealing. That's it. And most of the property damage and the stealing, they don't arrest you for it anyway. That's how powerful this paperwork is. You control. Like Dr. Price said, when you get into this paperwork, you own nothing, but you control everything. And this piece of and this folder right here, I own nothing, but I control everything. And when I control everything, nobody can take it. Nobody can take anything from me because I do not own it. Well, thank you. They cannot take anything from it. Once you put everything in your trust, once you become an SPCPB Security Party Created Private Banker, you're going to open up a trust. When you open up a trust, everything goes into your trust name. You're going to have a business trust, a family trust, and a foundation trust. You're going to put everything in the trust name. So when somebody tries to sue you, they can't touch anything that you own. Your bank account, your property, nothing. Your trust is your will. You can control the living from the dead. I know you're saying, what? How now? What you mean? When you do a trust, you put in there stipulations of what you want to happen now or in the future. No one, after you have passed away, no one be able to change that. Only one that can change that is the living. If you're not living, then it is set in concrete. They cannot be changed, just like the Constitution cannot be changed. That's why they put the lies in front of the Constitution. Statute laws are lies. Same way our history, lies. They don't want you to know your true history. Because your true history, you'll understand that the Moorish people treaties have, the Moors put treaties up for us to be rich for the rest of our lives. That to make them pay us. We are protected. But they have putting all these statute laws and taught this for generations, put the fear in us. Now we don't know from the tail from heads about what's going on. Because the most thing that they killed us for was what, y'all? Reading. Once we start to, they know once we start reading, then we become dangerous. That's why they try to make sure that we, back then till now, they hoping the population of our race never reads a book. Because all the power are in books, and we ain't picking up no book. We get scared of them books unless it's got Playboy nude photos or it got rap songs or it's got something about celebrities. I love y'all celebrities. Don't get me wrong about a statement I'm about to make. That's your job. But I would never look to you for hope because you don't know me. I give to you, but I don't receive from you. So I've never been starstruck like that. But we like to follow these celebrities, and we got to stop that. We got to follow ourselves, our ancestors. Those are the celebrities that I follow. I love them to death. I go pray to them when I can, as much as I can. Yes, Dr. Price. Dr. Price just test me. Thank you, brother. I hope the interview helped. Yes, I hope it did. It did too. I hope it does. I hope it does. But everybody, I just want to say we have to do better. But we have to start with us by loving each other and ourselves. If we do not love each other and ourselves, we will never make progress. We're not making progress. Stop letting them nickel and dime us. Stop letting them just dig us something shiny in front of us and thinking we're making progress. Every time they give us a holiday, everybody happy. For what? They still killing us. Now, all them killings on June 19 that they done, then they gonna make it a celebration. And we fall for it. Oh, we got a holiday. They recognize us now. Okay, they recognize that they killed us, but they still killing us. I can't do this with y'all no more, man. That singing, dancing board job, it's not for me. I'm sorry. It's just not. If you want me to sing and dance for you, white supremacists is what I'm talking about. Then put us on the level playing field that you're on. Put me on that level playing field. Me and my people. Stop with the racism. Stop giving us the scraps. You've been doing that all our lives. And all the ancestors before us giving us the straps. Just enough to keep us happy. But you still waiting for us to do one little mistake and give us life to help you continue to build your wealth. I don't want a holiday. Holiday don't do nothing for me. Nothing. No type of Black History Month, none of that. We singing and dancing. Let's come free. And to become free is to love each other. To form, to come, to unit, to unite. We shouldn't have to file this paperwork for our freedom. It should be automatic given to us. But we have to play the game. So if we're going to play the game, let's play it. Let's get this paperwork. Let's show them. Okay, we'll get the paperwork. And we finna get it to a point of where it's gonna hurt you more than it hurt us. Cause y'all don't know how powerful this stuff is. It will help our people if everybody stop what you're doing, get your head out of the TV, social media for a while, hit these books, form study groups, and become one. Just standing together, supporting each other, economically, we will be great. We have to hurt them the best way we can. That's through their pockets. We have to build business. We have to build business and come great. That's what we have to do. We got to support each other. We have to get what's ours, our 40 acres and a mule. We're the only race that have not got theirs. And we are paying for other people that has nothing to do with us. They 40 acres and a mule. Let's get it. This is how you're going to get it. Everybody talking about they want it, but they don't want to go get it. They don't want to sit down. They want to just be handed to them. It's not finna happen that way. It's not. It's not going to happen that way. For sure, it's not going to happen that way. We got to go take it. Hit the books. Hit them. Get your paperwork done. Study. Let's make it happen, people. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. It's time. It's time for us to stop playing around. It's time for me to stop playing around. It's time for me to get back. Now I'm getting my mind back right, working back out again, because you got to work both of them. They go together. Exercise the mind and exercise the body, because you want to enjoy your fruit of labor, not by punching the clock, but what you receive through your paperwork. You want to be able to enjoy it. And I tell people all the time, I'm 51 years old. And I can get down and on that basketball court still with anybody. Now, Dr. Price is in my corner. Dr. Price is in my corner, y'all. He's got me right. I have no more pains in my knees, no more pain in my lower back, no more pain in my elbows. My cholesterol level is where it's supposed to be at. My sugar level is where it's supposed to be at because of Dr. Price. Eating healthy. Stop eating all this junk food. Stop eating this processed, and half of this stuff that we're putting in our body is not real. It's not real. Plastic, chemicals, they know how to. You got to think, the government is 50 years ahead of us, dog, everybody. Always remember that. That's how advanced that they are. All these geniuses that be born, they know. They watch these kids grow up. They snatch these people for themselves. Keep us 50 years ahead of them. 20 years, I think it is. I might be exaggerating with the 50, but I'd say at least 20. But we have to eat right. Wealth is health. Health is wealth. We have to do right. Don't say you don't know and you can't. Don't say you can't do it. I've done it. I'm plant-based. I have introduced it to some of our friends. Have surprised them on some of this stuff because they swear it down that it's the most nasty stuff that they heard or seen. And then when they come to our home, me and my wife serve them the same stuff they say they would not eat. We let them get good and they halfway through their plate to let them know, okay, that was vegetables. That was plant-based hot dogs, plant-based meat. That was plant-based cheese. You couldn't tell the difference. Now, some of you can. Like that one, I don't forgot the name of the sausages. That plant-based sausages. That stuff nasty. I can't do it. I kind of feel like my wife when she did the doctor. We did the Dr. CB cleansing before we met Dr. Price. And that stuff made my wife gag. I took it. It was nasty. But I wanted I want to get right. I wanted to clean my blood out and go from there. And that's what I did. And when I did that, I mean, I went through that whole bottle. It was nasty, but my wife gagged. Ugh. She would make the most crazy sound, had me in tears. Oh my goodness. But anyway, all right, my people. Once again, keeping the farmers foundation. I'm sorry, Keeping the Promise Legacy Foundation is hosting this. Come out and see Dr. Price on December the 10th in Chattanooga, Tennessee. If you are nearby, please come see him or hit him up. Either or, you can hit Dr. Price up. He did give his number out. I'm sorry I didn't write it down to give it out some more, but he did give his information. You can also contact Dr. Price. Oh, sorry. You can contact Dr. Price on his Facebook page at Lamar Edward Price. He's on. You go through my friend list if you can't find him. And you can also reach him on Instagram as Dynamic Health Solution. That is Dr. Price social media page that you can reach him at. Please come out to see my man. He's legit. If you want to improve your health, come see him. If you want to improve your finances, come see us. I will get you there. I will give you everything that I invest in. And you can start off with some of this stuff at $200. But it does, I'm going to let you know now, some of this stuff is pricey, but you can't make no money being scared. A closed mouth don't get fed. Come and see us. I appreciate y'all for coming out to see, to listen to me tonight, and to our special guest, Dr. Price. I appreciate y'all and hope I'll see y'all out there December 10th. And I want everybody to take care of themselves. And let's make this world a better place for us. Let's get this. Once again, thank you for watching Colorful Thought Podcast. We appreciate you and we love you. Have a good night.